Hello there, Golfer here, and welcome to my Let's Play of Fallout New Vegas. So, a couple things. First off, I'm going to be recording these way in advance because I do have mods installed and I want to make sure that the game is running fairly stable before I start uploading. Because if it isn't, then I'm going to replay it without some mods that I think are causing the issues. And anyway, the reason why I'm doing this too is because I've had this game in my library for over a year at this point, and I really want to kind of, play it. And since I have, at the time of recording, just finished with air quotes because I just got frustrated with it, Skyrim, so I don't plan to be playing that, recording it anymore. I'll probably go back and play another fun one for the heck of it. But anyway, we're gonna make a game. Yes. And I may have to cut this out.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Alright, so I'll probably have to cut most of that out for YouTube, and it was really loud, so I'm going to have to tone back the audio even more. And I have all the DLC, which means I get lots of stuff. Okay, hold on. Audio. Guys, that was really loud. Actually, you know what? That might just be because it was cutscene. Yeah, that was just the cutscene. Let's boost up the audio a little bit then. Stop it.
Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
My name is Freak.
Can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin.
Still not quite loud enough.
Pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Ugh. Race? Huh. So these are just lots of new added races because of mods I have, I think. Yeah, I'm young. Okay. Okay, well, clean cut looks the closest to my actual color is fine. It's not, that's just kind of like a darkish brown, which is what I have. What? That's not facial hair. Rough Survivalist looks pretty good with the goatee. It's what I usually go for. There's also that. Yeah, that looks right. That's when I don't go for the goatee. And that's just a straight up goatee. I think I might just go for that. Yeah, let's just go for the goatee versus the rough survivalist. I like the rough survivalist. No. That's fine. We could just go with this, but yeah, good enough. We'll just go with this. Yeah, sure. It's fine.
Most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good.
Whoa, what was that?
Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that Vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the Vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
All right. So, strength. Let's see. I actually looked into this and what I was gonna do. So I don't know if I can change this later. But let's go for 4 for the moment. Perception. Let's go for 5 at the moment. Endurance. Now, endurance is unique because you can get implants later on, which improve your other stats. That being said, I'm not going to worry about charisma. So that's one implant I'm not going to get. Plus, I'm also going to go straight up intelligence, maxing that out. So I'm not going to get the intelligence implant, which means I don't need more than 7 endurance. Now, admittedly, by doing what I'm about to do, it's not going to be very good in terms of like maxing my stats. So obviously, I can go for 8 endurance, get the additional intelligence later. But I'm not really worrying about min-maxing. Charisma. I can't go 0, but if I could, that's what I'd pick. Intelligence. Max it out. Alright, so agility. Agility, I'm just going to boost it up by 1. Luck. Getting it up to 7. Okay, that's still not quite what I want. Huh. Go all the way back to the beginning. Strength 4. Yeah, let's do that. And I want to get up to 9 luck, because 10 is pointless. So 3 strength, 5 perception, 7 endurance, 1 charisma, 10 intelligence, 6 agility, 8 luck. Yeah, so basically, I'm going to end up having 1 less total than I could by maxing it out. But by not going for a charisma or an intelligence, 7 is for the best.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a big one dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Dog.
Log. Cat.
House.
Boat.
Night.
Day. Ooh, I like that answer.
Bandit.
Not looking. Vigilante. Reasonable. Crush.
Light.
Heavy.
Mother.
Father. Human shield? What? Caretaker.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
I'm gonna go no opinion, because if I agree, that means I'm extreme pacifist, and I disagree, I'm extreme aggressive. I'm neither. I prefer pacificity, but ultimately, violence would be when it needs to be.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
No opinion.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
Disagree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Disagree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Disagree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
A vase? Or a lantern? Shadow in a door frame, an oozing wound, an angry two-headed ant. Broken chain.
Okay. How about
I
this
see
one?
2 guns. I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like.
Last one.
A head on a pillow. I don't even see that. A light in the darkness, I don't see. A bearded man. I could kind of see that, but a mushroom cloud? Yeah, I see a mushroom cloud.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
I hope so. Okay, so this tags what they recommend you do. And I'm going... So tagging adds 15 skill points to any specific one. I think I was going to go for science, lockpicking... So not now. Lockpicking... and speech. Because those are all checks, and because I have no charisma, I'm gonna have to go heavy with the speech in my skills. So, lockpicking, science, and speech. Yes, that's what I got.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you.
Sure.
I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
2 traits or none, huh? Okay, so these are choose up to 2 traits or none. So these all have positive and negative bonuses. Let's just to crit. Equipment decays 15% faster. I think early game that's really good, but right now that's not great. Claustrophobia, you have a fear of enclosed spaces, probably because of the mutants that live there. You gain +1 special attributes when outside, but -1 when indoors. That sounds terrible. Early bird. Enjoy +2 to each of your special attributes from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., but suffer a -1 from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. when you're not at your best. That actually sounds really good. Let me see something real quick, because I did look at a guide when I did this, so. That sounds really good, but that's not one of the ones I decided to go for, so I'm wondering what the logic was. So this is called Early Bird. Oh, is that not a possible... Oh, there's a lot more traits. I was wondering, I thought this list was too much, but he only lists 10 traits here, and there's obviously more. So that's something to consider. So from 6 a.m. to 12, so for 6 hours, but suffer -1 from 6 p.m. So from 6 to 12, you get +2 in every ability. 12 to 6, even, and -1 from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., which isn't too bad. 20% less accurate? No. 4 eyes. With glasses, you have +1 perception. Without glasses, you have -1 perception. No. Good natured. You're good at your heart. You prone to solving problems with your mind and then violence. You gain +5 to barter, medicine, repair, speech, or repair science and speech, but have -5 to energy, weapons, explosives, guns, melee weapons, and unarmed. So this one's interesting because it's fairly even. You gain and lose points, about the same in total. But in reality, I'm going to be using barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech. And I'm not going to be using probably melee. I'm definitely not going to be using melee and unarmed. And I will be using guns, possibly energy weapons, and possibly explosives. So I gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lose 2. So it's a positive benefit. So I'm going to go for that. I'm not going to play a melee character, so it doesn't matter. Hoarder, gain +25. Several on attributes anytime your weight you're carrying drops below 160. No, that's dumb. Hot-blooded. No. Damage threshold is actually fairly important. Logan's loophole. I'm just going to put you out to pasture because you're going to stay young and level 30 forever. They'll never again become addicted to chems, and they'll last twice as long, but after 30 you can kiss experience, perks, and skill points goodbye. So these are all DLC added stuff. Not experienced, you gain +5 points to every skill, but you suffer -10%. Interesting. In the small frame, you have +1 agility, but your limbs are more easily crippled, which is pretty good. But it's, and that was the second one that I was gonna pick. You know, let me try Fallout New Vegas all DLC character guide, character build. But I don't know if I'm gonna find a good one that is as good as that. Well, gain +5 is very skill, but that sounds really nice. I mean, 10% XP isn't even that bad. So what was the other one? There was one where you have plus 10% XP. Skilled. Is that one? Isn't there a plus 10 XP? I'm confused. Maybe that was something else. I don't know, but good natured is still pretty good. +5 to all that. And then, this counteracts the negatives, makes them neutral again, and it gives me more positives, which sounds really good. So, okay, so it's going to be in between small frame and skilled. So I get +1 agility, more easily crippled, which I don't think will be an issue, or skilled but not experienced. I'm gonna go with that. -10%. I mean, from everything that I've heard, experience isn't really that big of an issue, and I should be able to just grind if I really wanted to. So I'm gonna go with skilled. I was planning to go small frame, but we're gonna go with skilled. +5 in every skill. Yeah, I mean, that just sounds really good. So I'm skilled and good natured. That sounds like me anyway.
All right, I guess not a bad
Jack of all trades, master of
Come
none.
with me, I'll see you out.
Can I get up? Okay, so I want to loot. I feel like I move way too easily. I can just take this stuff. Okay, so first off, my movement sensitivity is too high. We're not playing on hardcore. We're just gonna do normal. This is not. I'm not a big on the whole, like, really hard. I think I could have changed this actually before starting the game, or maybe I have to beat the game before that comes on. I don't know. But anyway, this is more for the story than anything, and this is not meant to be like a super duper hard playthrough. It's just me playing a game and having fun with it, and dying a lot is not fun for me. Oh, mass sensitivity was completely off. Okay, that's too much. That's still, wow, this is quite a bit, considering what I'm going to be doing. That's pretty good. Of course, that could just be my mouse, too, because my mouse can control that on its own. Follow him to the exit? Sure. Blood pack? I'm assuming that's something I'll need. Med-X sounds important. Surgical tubing sounds important. Paperweight sounds pointless. There appear to be enough chemical components available to create a small quantity of chems, assuming you has the knowledge to do such a thing. Science of 25 or greater required. Can I see what I have? I don't know what I have. Okay, I can always come back in here, I guess. Ooh, a gun. 25. I don't know. Okay, let's go out, because I think he gives me the Pip-Boy. And I need to change the controls. Action mapping. So we have run is... I want sprint. Is there no sprint? That might be why I'm moving so fast, because there's no sprint. Because this is really close to sprint speed. And this is walking. That's so weird in third person. Anyway.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. but it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. Don't mention. You should talk to Sonny Smiles before. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out. Anyway, but try.
Okay, so hardcore mode greatly increases the challenge of the game. This mode impacts you over time. It cannot mend broken limbs. Right away improves radiation over time. Ammunition has weight. Dehydration is a constant concern. This mode is recommended for advanced players. Off any time, but if you activate hardcore mode now and maintain it to the end of the main storyline, you receive a special reward. Let's try it. Let's try it. I can always turn it off. And they went that away. Ain't that a kick in the head? More like a bullet in the head. Anyway, can I look at my Pip-Boy now? Okay, so I have 14 plus. Why is there a plus there? I have repair of 36, science of 51. Wow, I have great science. So yeah, repair of 36. Oop. So where was that? Can I not? Oh yeah, activate it. Repair 36, or repair it. So were those caps? What were those? Oh, those are just empty bottles. Bottle caps have no weight. Yeah. Okay, I have great. Create some drugs. So I can create some stim packs, create some drugs. Let's create some drugs. I have like 4 stim packs. Take a doctor's bag. A thaumascope doesn't sound too important. Today's physician. Reading glasses I don't care about. Okay, so how do I see my inventory? There we go. Weapons. All weapons fall under weapon skill category that determines how effective the weapon is. Gun, energy weapon, yada yada. DAM, DPS, damage, and damage per second, respectively. Weapons with a low DAM have difficulty penetrating armor. So low damage. If it targets damage thresholds, switch to a weapon with higher damage or use ammo that reduces target's damage threshold. STR, skill, strength, skill requirements. I'll probably get strength in a little bit because I have a training one. What I can get. Apparel! Okay. Let me see. Can I, like, equip a basic weapon? Binoculars. What do they do? Mercenary grenade rifle? Jeez. Sturdy caravan shotgun. Throwing spear. With a 10mm pistol. Do I have the ammo for it, though? All guns. I have 50 rounds for the 10mm. 106 damage per second. Or damage. 106 DPS. 14 damage. You know, it's really good, so we're probably not going to want to use that until I fight tougher enemies. +2 melee weapons, +2 to speech. Whoop-de-doo. -1 agility, which I don't really care for. Okay, so this one has less value and more weight. That's -1 agility, I don't care for. So +2 melee weapons, +2 to speech, but it has no damage reduction, or damage threshold, rather. So I'd rather have a high damage threshold. The one with less weight is better. Aid blood packs, +1 HP. +60. Doctor's bag restores limb conditions. Oh boy, I don't know what I'm doing at all. Miscellaneous stuff. Surgical. I think you can craft there. World map. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably go primarily with guns. I don't really care about barter, so I'll probably go with everything but melee weapons down in this direction. Except for unarmed, because there's more! Good-natured and skilled. Yeah. Because I don't know if it's possible to get all of the skills, like maxing out all the skills that you're going to want. If it is possible with the DLC, then I'm stupid. But anyway. I'm going to... And I have an automatic save thing, which is awesome. I'm going to... Can you look around this house before we end this video off? So locker empty. It's a knife. I'm not going melee. Bobby pin. Dirty water. +5 rads. Yeah. Stim pack. Purified water. Wait, sugar bombs? Oh, that's not actual. It's not an actual bomb. Oh, no, wait. Might as well then. Carton of cigarettes. That's a 20 value. Pack of cigarettes. That's pretty good value, so. Pre-war spring outfit. That's funny. Oh yeah, and I can see myself because there's a mod for that. Okay.
I expect you'll be wanting to go out. Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea.
I'll kind of skip through
I could
these.
help a lot of people with what I knew. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my...
Medicine of 30? I guess I have this.
Of course. You've been through a lot. Of course. You've been through a lot.
Cool. So I get XP for doing speech stuff too? Wow.
Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I didn't see him or the men with him. Your best bet would probably be Trudy. That'd be Victor. Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean because he's a robot. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. He keeps to himself more.
Goodbye.
You take care.
Cleared out here. Cleared through here. Cleared through here. Cleared through here. Mostly. Medical brace? I don't know if there's any actual use for that. Oh, a gun case? Drain, small energy cell. Oh, a bunch of energy cells and a laser pistol. I didn't realize that laser weapons would be available this early. Well, let's take them. I might just sell them. Oh, these have no weight and no... Okay, if they have no weight, might as well take them. Oh, wow. And here's just stuff. Anti-venom, stim packs. If it weighs nothing, take it. Pack of cigarettes is valuable. That's not great. So used to looting containers. It's just a little bit weird. This is an older game, but still pretty good. Alright, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and cut the video off here. Well, no, not quite, actually. I want to repair my armor. Or my gun. Must be my gun. Yeah, how do I repair? R. I want to get rid of these throwing spears. Because it's a melee. Yeah, it's melee. I don't care for melee. I'm not a meleeer. So yeah, I'm cutting the video off here. Thank you all very much for watching. And God bless.